I think what makes Batanes very unique from the other provinces in the Philippines are the people, the Ivatans. Because of our stories, our unique way of living, our ability also to tame our environment. Our ability to work as a community is one character that the Ivatans are known for. And I think in this sense, we become unique because of our ability to make cooperative systems work for us. You know, Batanes has been isolated for many years, and there has been no interference from the outside world during calamities. And we learn to cope using our cooperative systems. Batanes is the only province in the Philippines that is protected in its entirety. So because of this one, there are so many restrictions. Unang-una din kasi, the things that you see in Batanes are endemic. Like we have endemic species that needs a lot of caring and protection. So in terms of tourism activity, the communities or the people of Batanes are pushing for low volume, high value tourism. The low volume and high value tourism is appropriate for Batanes because we are an island, and as an island we have issues also on food security, our water, space requirement also. So we want to live happily, but also we want the tourists to come here and enjoy the freedom that they can get in Batanes. They can enjoy it without overcrowding the place, without killing the ecosystem of Batanes, without killing the culture of the Ivatans, without hurting also the food security in the island. We are importing goods now, agricultural products from Tuguegarao and from Manila. This is a clear sign that there is already insufficiency in the food supply. I mean, for us as a people, we grow our own vegetable, we grow our own chicken, we grow our own pork, we go out and fish during Sundays or during free time. So on our own, we are sufficient and enough. But to add more, 27,000 or even more tourists to feed, there's going to be issues eventually. As it is, Batanes has limited arable lands to cultivate for vegetable and root crops for everybody to eat. Now, if we don't address this issue, if our direction is to invite every Filipino who wants to come to Batanes, that we are going to have food difficulties eventually. So that supports the low volume, high value tourism. If we congest kasi the 250 to 300 people, that's the ideal for me. That's the ideal number of people visiting Batanes. Even if you distribute this number, 300 person in different sites, medyo crowded na rin siya yun eh. But yeah, that's ideal. If we go beyond that one, we're going to experience traffic already in the sites, in town, in Basco specifically. More than that one, magkakaroon ka na ng more basura that they bring in, the plastic. So that's another thing that we have to address. It's not only the food security, we have to address the issue on the plastics that the people bring into Batanes. Tourism can be invasive if you don't take care of it properly. While it is beneficial to communities where there is tourism, it can be invasive and it can destroy culture. In Batanes, there is a delicate balance between development and conservation. There's always a delicate balance between keeping this intact and then letting go of the other thing. When we look at Batanes, we always have to consider it as a delicate island. The island in its entirety and the people also. Change has started to be felt in Batanes. But what we have to work on, what the people, the Ivatan should work on, and of course we also encourage our visiting our tourists to help in keeping, like, development is unavoidable, that at least is my point of view, but we can progress responsibly naman eh. We can progress responsibly. It's not only about making money. Business people should be responsible. There is development, but we have to anchor everything on conservation, heritage conservation. It's a collaboration among many stakeholders. It's the LGU, the policymakers, the community people, because the effect of everything that we create is for us eh. If we make wrong decisions as a community, it will all fall back on us. So it's a collaboration among all the people that are concerned. We welcome everybody in Batanes, but our island is so small, it cannot fit the entire Filipino people. If you come to Batanes, you have to help in our efforts as a community in keeping our island as pristine as it has always been. Also, we have to remember that we are among the 103 indigenous people communities in the Philippines, and so some restrictions should be observed when you are in Batanes. Like, we have to dress properly when we are in cultural sites. Do not wear revealing clothes when you are entering churches, because we are a Catholic province. 98% of us are Catholic, and we get offended when we see people going to churches with, almost no cover at all. We also encourage you that when you come to Batanes, any plastic thing that you bring into the island should be returned to its origin, wherever you come from, so that we will not add up to the environment, the garbage issues that we will be facing eventually. When you come to Batanes also, just to manage the expectation of people coming here, you are visiting an island that has recently just opened to the public. So you have to come here and explore simplicity. Come here and learn from our ways and not affect change.